Blade and Soul Neo is an attempt to remaster the old Blade and Soul, which was one of the best action MMORPGs I've played. And in this video, I'm going to give you guys a few tips and tricks to make sure your gameplay on the early game is as smooth as it possibly can. So just before you even get in at the character creation screen, you should see a security settings on your character creation screen. This is an account-wide thing, so those old players probably already have this set up. If you're a new player, you want to set up your security, maybe your OTP, or register your device, and this is going to give you actually a buff in-game that you can use, and it's also going to secure your account. So it's just a good thing to do. That's the first tip anyone should do. So the moment you get in and you want to like power level your character, get to the max level as fast as possible, you just want to beeline to the main story quest. The yellow quest will be your main story quest. This will give you the most XP. You just doing this, you're gonna get to max level pretty quickly. The blue quests are your side quests. They are actually kind of important because some of them do reward Valor stones, and I would actually suggest you to do this because the moment you get max level, you're probably going to go back to do some of this to get some Valor stones, which are very useful in buying a few things, especially skill books later on. Purple quests are your tutorial skills. You can do this when you get the time to do, but you want to do your Hongmoon class purple quest. You should see it's a chain of around 6 or so quests. Make sure you do those because those will reward you with some skill books at the end. Faction quests will be with the red indicator. So those are like dailies and you want to do those pretty much every day or the moment you get to them. So yeah, questing, just do your main quest if you want to get to max level as fast as possible. There will be an icon next to your quest where you can quickly teleport to the NPC that is needed to complete the quest or give you like a different quest. So all you have to do is click it and it's going to teleport you directly to the quest NPC. So when you're questing around and you come to an area where there's a lot of players and you people are like basically fighting for resources. For example, if a quest tells you to interact with this bush and then someone else interacts with the bush, you can't interact with it. You have to wait for like a cooldown and stuff. One thing to do is you can swap channels. So again, at the top of your minimap, just click that, look at the channels, do a quick swap to a channel, and then maybe it doesn't have a lot of players in there, and you wanna do you do that. Another thing is you can, if there's multiple players around and you're all fighting for the same mobs, you're all fighting for the same interaction thingies, you can form a quick party with the players around you, and the kills will be shared, and the loot from the quest loot will be shared to all party members. So it's just a small thing that should speed up your leveling. If you're questing and you come across one of these areas where there's a field boss, these are basically a field boss mechanic, you want to stay here for like a couple of minutes, kill the boss a couple of times. You can always swap channels. So if you click on top of your minimap, if you click this, you'll see a list of channels. So you want to try and like swap channels and see if you can find a channel that have a boss that people are killing. Do a little bit of contribution. You're gonna get an essence from the boss. Come to this wheel of fate, right? Roll this and try and get yourself a full set of soul shields from that particular boss, and probably a weapon. It's actually pretty high drop chance of the weapon. Not the purple one, just the blue weapon. It's enough. It's just purely for questing and it's purely temporary. Like here, you'll see there's Witrofels here, and a boss should be spawning around here, where you'll find players just sitting around farming this. They also give some costumes if you want to look a little bit better, and also the weapon will help you go through the next couple of levels pretty smoothly. But don't stay too long here. It's not such a big difference, and you're going to out-level that gear pretty quickly as well. When it comes to skill books, again, those extra skill books that you have that you're not using, you want to salvage them, and these are going to give you skill book fragments. So once you salvage these, it's going to give you skill book fragments. The moment you have enough skill book fragments, just go to the transmute tab on the bottom, and you can try and transmute a skill book chest. This is pretty important because you have a 20% chance. You have a 20% chance to get a higher rarity of the chests. So if you are using the the gray fragments, you can get the green chest. When you're using the green fragments, you can even get a blue chest, and so on and so forth. So it's a 20% chance if you get lucky, then you are lucky. So like me, I can try my luck here. See, no luck, RNG bad. I get a skill book chest. I'm just going to salvage this as well just to get more fragments and rinse and repeat. You want to start this pretty early on because they take a while to complete this crafting. It's like 2 hours, 4 hours, 8 hours. So you just set this up slowly with the current materials that you have dropped in from quest, from killing mobs or around. Make sure you have some of this running from time to time. You can have all the professions on your account because you have 3 character slots and each character can learn 2. So you can learn 2 on this character, 2 on another alt, and 2 on another one. They have to be level 11 and to get to Bamboo Village to get to learn these professions. And then you just want to like do them from time to time. I do not buy any of these. I just passively get them when I'm doing dungeons and stuff. I feel like they're a little bit too expensive because when you look at the NPC that sells these crafting materials, let me show you. I feel like the prices of these crafting materials are outrageous, especially right now where we don't have a lot of gold. It's like 10 silver just for one.
You take it easy.
And you need like 10, so it's like 1 gold just for this to fill out this one. So I feel like it's a little bit more expensive at the moment. So I passively get these materials and I craft them. That's what I'm doing. I'm just stingy like that. So, but it's something to keep an eye on. A tip for the returning players or just new players who do not really like the UI, you can change your UI to look anyhow you want. Just press Shift plus F1 and it's going to give you an option to move around your UI and change things. So old players who like the old version of BnS and how the UI looked, you can swap it around to look the exact same, right? And those who want this new one, so you have the freedom to that. So Shift F1 and mess around with your UI and make it look cute. So when it comes to things like redeem codes and stuff, the game will probably be giving out some of that. To redeem some of these codes, you want to press F10. That will open your Hongmoon store. Don't worry about my slow internet. When you are in the Hongmoon store, click your wallet, and then you should see coupons. So click your coupon, and then register coupon. And here you're gonna get a window. Wait, what? Sorry, coupon, register, and here you can type out your coupon. So right now, as I'm making this vid until maybe like 3-4 months from now, thank you is the first coupon that you can register, and it's going to give you a costume and a weapon box that you can use for your character, and will help you level up a little bit. As you are leveling up, you should be getting some skill points, especially if you did the purple quest, the Hongmoon class purple quests. So with your training points, you just want to put them in a skill that you spam a lot. It costs nothing to respec, right? It costs nothing to respec. So just choose one skill that you spam a lot that does good damage for you or really like it. Dump all your skills there for now, because it's just a simple way of increasing the damage a little bit. Yeah. So when you start going into town hubs like this is Yehara's Mirage. It's the current end game spot, right? At the level 36 area. If your PC is struggling to handle this amount of players, you got this always settings to reduce the amount of characters here. The character visibility, you can reduce this to minimum and reduce the amount of people that show up. However, there's a setting here called display characters. So if you swap this to silhouettes, it's going to make these characters a little bit invisible. I'm sorry. So this is going to happen. Boom. See, it becomes silhouettes. And this gives you a massive performance boost. So you can kind of see where the players are, and you don't really get a huge performance hit. So this is pretty good in towns like these, and in field bosses where there's a lot of people, maybe wild bosses when they come out. So this is a setting that you want to keep in mind that you can do, and it's going to give you a huge performance improvement. So again, it is in settings, advanced visual effects, display characters, put it in silhouettes. As you continue to play and you get into your max level, you'll start farming field bosses and stuff, and you realize that you may farm there for too long and then realize that you're not getting any more loot. That is because there's something called Hongmoon Blessing. So Hongmoon Blessing is kind of like your stamina, where if you run out of Hongmoon Blessings, you cannot get any loot like from dungeons or from bosses. So you get 100 per day. It resets daily. It does not overflow. So if you don't spend it, you lose it. So 10 per dungeon or 1 for every field boss that you kill. So keep that in mind. You can get extra Hongmoon blessings from consumables. You can get some of that from the Battle Pass, the paid version of the Battle Pass. I'm going to talk about the Battle Pass in a different video. But yeah, so Hongmoon blessing is basically your, this is just to make sure you don't farm for the entire day. Okay, so keep in mind, if you spend it that day, you can lose it. Another tip when it comes to Valor stones. Valor stones are extremely important, and even if you didn't do your side quest, when you get to level 36 and you are basically done with everything else, trust me, you're gonna go back to do those side quests because you're gonna need Valor stones. Valor stones are really important because it gives you your skill book chest where you can actually select the skill book that you want. And some of these skills are very important, especially some classes like Assassin needs a lot of skill books to work like very nicely. So you want to have like a lot of Valor stones. You will see there's a Valor stone chest here that says you will spend 50 silver and you have a chance of getting 1 to 50 Valor stones. The chances of you getting more than 1 Valor stones is pretty low. So this is a trap. Do not buy this chest. It's 50 silver. It is super expensive for early game. Right. Making 50 silver right now is trouble. So do not buy this chest. This is a trap. Okay, this is a trap. Do not buy this. I learned the hard way. Okay, one last tips. This is just for temporary. So if you're watching this pretty late, it's probably not gonna be there. But if you do have the SteelSeries software, the steelseries.gg, you can download the software and install it on your PC, make an account, and then if you go over at giveaway, you should find Brilliant Soul Neo there, and you can get a key. This key is supposed to give you a weapon skin to use. So just go to get your coupon, so you're gonna get your Dragon Knight weapon chest down here. So this is the weapon skin you're gonna get. The Dragon Knight skins. So I hope these few tips here should help you guys have a much smoother experience with the start of Blade and Soul Neo. I did play Blade and Soul, the old version, for quite a long time. This is one of my most favorite MMORPGs that I've played. So it is not really a classic version of the game. It's more like a different take on the game. It's not really classic, but it's pretty good, I would say, and I'm really having a blast. So I'm gonna make a few videos on this, of course, a few guides and stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed this small video and small tips. If you have any more tips that you wanna give players, just put it down in the comment section, and we're gonna have some beautiful banter down there. So thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.